All right, let's talk about the direct object pronoun lo. Everybody say lo. Lo. Now, lo can mean three things. Lo can mean him, it, or you, sir. Everybody, what can lo mean? Him, it, or you, sir. How on earth am I going to remember that lo means him or it, Mr. Holt? Well, listen and repeat the statement. Listen and repeat. That was a lo thing for him to do. I can't believe he did it. Everybody, that was a lo thing for him to do. I can't believe he did it. So what's the word for him? Lo. What's the word for it? Lo. All right, let's look at number one. I see Paco. Yo veo a Paco. Yo veo a Paco. Number two, I see him. Yo lo veo. Yo lo veo. Number three, I see the book. Yo veo el libro. Yo veo el libro. Number four, I see it. Yo lo veo. Yo lo veo. And finally, number five, I see you, sir. Yo lo veo. Yo lo veo. Mr. Holt, this is confusing. So it's yo lo veo for I see him, yo lo veo for I see it, and yo lo veo for I see you, sir. How on earth am I supposed to know whether lo means him, it, or you, sir? Context. You have to use context. All right? Now let's look at number one. Remember, ver is to see. What's the only form of ver that's irregular? Everybody, the what form? The yo form. It's not yo vo. It's veo, veo. Veo's I see is veo. If you're confused by that, type in veo or type in ver. There's a clip on that. Now, it's not veo Paco, it's veo a Paco. I see personally Paco. Remember, anytime something's being done to a person, you need a personal A. And if you don't include it, they might take it personal A. All right, number two, I see him. Yo lo veo. Notice, in English we say I see him, in Spanish we say him I see. But Mr. Holt, isn't him a person, so don't we need a personal A? Careful. There are two times in Spanish you don't need a personal A. And here's a little chant for you. You don't need a personal A with con para de. Everybody. You don't need a personal A with con para de. And you don't need a personal A with direct object pronouns. You don't need a personal A with lo, la, los, and las. Now, if you're confused by that, type in and watch the clip, personal A or personal A when not to use. Okay? Number three, I see the book. Now, is the book a person? No. So I don't need a personal A here. It's just yo veo el libro. Now, number four, I see it. Now, it is referring to libro, one male thing. Now, if libro is one male thing, the word for it has to be singular and male, which is lo. Now, notice, in English we say I see it. In Spanish we say it, I see. Okay, because remember, mays and tays and los and las go in front unless there's a magnet. If you're confused by magnets, type in magnet or type in pronoun placement. And finally, I see you, sir. Yo lo veo. Mr. Holt, don't we need a personal A for you, sir? No, because remember, there are two times you don't need a personal A. You don't need a personal A with con para de, and you don't need a personal A with lola, direct object pronouns. You don't use a personal A with lo, la, los, and las. All right, hopefully that helped.